All right, this is oh boy. All right, sorry about that. I don't know what you saw or what you didn't see. But this is a video going over the quality project. So here you will see the introduction that talks about quality and what quality means, why it's important, that sort of thing. And kind of give some context to what we're trying to do with the project. This is the big project for this course. So you're going to demonstrate your ability to navigate through the quality improvement process in an effort to improve quality and safety in a patient care-based setting. So you're going to select a quality concern. It could be a concern that's happening where you work. It could be a concern that's happened to you in the past, something that's happened to a loved one or someone you care about. You're going to use a SWOT analysis, which is a decision-making framework, which explores an organization's internal and external strengths and weaknesses, their opportunities, and their threats. You're going to explore this from multiple perspectives using CUES and competencies, and I'll show you those in a minute. All right, and here are the abilities you'll be working through, and you're going to give a professional poster presentation as a means of disseminating your information. So what you're going to do is there's a template that you'll use for your poster, and you will kind of do a voiceover, well, not kind of, you will do a voiceover recording of it for me so that I and your peers can hear about your quality project. You will work on this project with your preceptor for your 4 hours of clinical for this semester. All right, so here are the outcomes. You'll integrate frameworks, concepts, decision-making models, which is that SWOT analysis. You're going to talk about change theory, managing conflict and change. As we know, you're going to advocate on behalf of the consumer, whoever that is. You're going to analyze your own leadership style. So, directions: create, identify both the internal and external strengths and weaknesses for your healthcare organization to address your quality of care using, I should probably say addressing quality of care, using the SWOT analysis as a framework. Identify the nursing quality concern, issue, or problem in your work environment. We kind of talked about that. You need a case exemplar. So, let us know where this came from. Then do a lit review. What did you find about this? And use the CUES and competency literature. Now, to find this, we'll go back, once we're done with these instructions, I'll go back on our Moodle page and show you where these things are. But you can also just type in CUESN.org and you can find the CUES and competencies, and I'll show you that in a minute. You're going to synthesize what these look like for nursing related to our practice, related to our education, and related to research. So what is best practice? What do we need to be doing? How do we do that best practice? What education is required? And maybe what more research needs to be done, or what are the priorities for further research? And then you need an action plan that needs to be SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. You're going to upload your poster presentation. I will give you feedback. This is going to be a kind of a back and forth process, meaning it's due pretty early in our curriculum. I don't expect it to be perfect. So we're going to kind of go back and forth so that your final product is your best work along with my feedback. And then you're going to create a video presentation like I told you. The other thing you're going to do is you're going to view your peers' presentations. You're going to give some feedback to them. All right? So here's the criteria again. And then here's the reflection. Explain how this project impacted your self-efficacy, your feelings about yourself, in identifying quality issues, analyzing the current evidence-based literature on the quality issue, and promoting change as a leader. in your healthcare environment in an effort to improve quality of care and promote safe patient care. If you had the opportunity to do this project and present over again, what would you do differently? Now, that's just part of self-assessment. So this is just about a way to improve yourself. So what you can do is when you I'll show you. Why don't I just do that? So that is, I got those directions from the syllabus. So now here is the poster guidelines. Here's the CUSIN competency article that I was referring to. Ooh. Okay. I don't understand what happened here, but it's not in your, wow. Okay, I don't really know what's happening, but this should be the article. Okay, that is the article. So this is the article that the CUSIN competencies came from, and it is on our Moodle page for you. Now it's open twice. This is a historical perspective about CUSIN, which is really good information. Now, oh, look at, this is something new I just learned I could do. So if you open up in your tab, and I believe it's org, yeah, CUSIN.org. This is the CUSIN homepage. And then it used to be that there was a little thing that told you, just one of these that brought you to the knowledge, skills, and abilities. Now you kind of got to look for it. So here it is, competencies. Okay, so here are the competencies so there's pre-licensure and graduate. You're going to stick with the pre-licensure. So then you would click there, and there they are. Okay, so there's two ways for you to find them. All right, so that is what those do. This just helps you with your APA format. This is the old walkthrough, which I'll be getting rid of when I complete this one for you. And here are the guidelines for the poster. This is okay. What is that? Oh, it's thinking. Okay, so this is some guidelines to how you can watch this PowerPoint, and it will help you create a good poster. And then there's some other guidelines from the AACN about posters. Here's our logo, and then here are some examples. So you're going to have a poster. All right, so now you notice in this view, all of this is here. And this is just to kind of help you decide what to put in these sections. But if you see here, she did a pathway to improve quality of life. She has her concern, her CUSIN competencies. So her competencies were related to safety, patient care, teamwork, and collaboration. Her literature review is here. Her perspectives were, I think it's economic and physical. And then her conclusion, her case exemplar, the nursing implications to practice, education, research, and her references. Now, I brought it up this way so you can see this part because that helps you. But if I play the slideshow, you see all of that doesn't come up in there. You see how it doesn't, all of that stuff on the side isn't there. All right, so there's several examples here for you to look at. Now, in addition to this, you have to give me the SWOT analysis and the SMART goals. So here's some information on how to write SMART goals. Here's the template to write your SMART goals. So here's the organizational the SMART criteria, and this is just as organizational plan. That's referring to these 3 boxes. Now, what is the strengths of your organization? What are the weaknesses of your organization? What opportunities does your quality improvement project give your organization, and what threats are there to the organization? So what's out there? For instance, for Averno, a lot of online programs would be considered a threat. So what is out there that could threaten the program? So you need to have, you need to complete this as well for the project. So for the project, you have the poster, you have your SWOT analysis and your SMART goals, and then you have your self-assessment that's attached to the criteria we went over. And then here's just some helps. Now, when you are done with your project or your first rough draft of your project, there is a Dropbox here. So upload your quality poster, your SMART and SWOT drafts by the 10th at 1700. I will look at it. We may go back and forth a few times. I may look at it and say, this is great. If I look at it and say, this is great, you can upload it here. Your formal feedback will be given here on live text. So that's how this project will work. All right. I guess I will talk to you soon. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and we'll get going on this. All right. I hope you all have a good day.